Hey y'all, this is my last video today, y'all. But like I said, I don't really have too much going on because my arm, as far as like I'm not able to really like make stuff, so I just want to knock out some videos. If y'all haven't watched my other videos, I did a video on like the apps that I use in Shopify. I did a video on some ways you can save some money. Because I wasted a bunch of money in the beginning. And then I did another video on 5 things that you need, like must-haves when you're starting a business. So basically this video is going to be about how I have built my Instagram. Y'all, I don't have a super large following. I have probably a little over 3,200 followers. But I started from zero. I did not have any following. So basically, I just wanted to share with y'all like what I've done, what I've had success with, and just give y'all some ideas of how y'all can potentially grow your Instagram if Instagram is a platform that you really want to utilize to convert your followers. That's what it's about, y'all. So just a little background on my Instagram. So when I first started Instagram, I had no following. When I first started Instagram, I had no branding. When I first started Instagram, I did not have a launch strategy. I had terrible picture quality. I didn't know anything about posting or how to post, what to say, what to do. Nothing at all. And so it was really bad. When I look back over my Instagram journey, I am very proud of the progress that I have made. If y'all don't follow me on Instagram, go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I'm very proud of my Instagram that I have created, by the way. So first thing that I figured out you had to do on Instagram is you had to have quality pictures. This was really hard for me because the phone that I had didn't really, I think I had like an iPhone 8 Plus, so it didn't really have like the best quality for pictures. I made it work. I did what I had to do, but I did upgrade to the iPhone 12, the iPhone 12 Pro. I think I upgraded like right when they came out. I was like, I have to get something better. But yeah, picture quality. Instagram is very visual, so if you got trash pictures, you ain't gonna get the sales. It's just that simple. Like you may get some sales from people who, you may know, or just a few one-offs that like really want to shop with you. But for the most part, like you're not gonna see a lot of growth if you got trash pictures. It's just the way it is. It's the way the platform is. People want to see things that look nice. So that was the first thing I learned, is I really had to upgrade my quality of my photos. In the beginning, I took a lot of like, once I learned that, I started taking like pictures outside for like the lighting, and started like tweaking like the editing and make sure I had like a really cute, or not cute, but like a nice filter to make the photo pop, stuff like that. The next thing that I learned is you have to be consistent. So you are going to have a really hard time growing on Instagram if you're only posting here and there. You have to get some consistency, whether it's 1 time a day, 2 times a day, 3 times a day, every other day, whatever. You have to get some type of consistency. I don't recommend posting once a week. People are gonna forget about you. They're gonna be like, who is this person? Why do I follow them? I really recommend at least posting at a minimum like once per day. The more the better. But you have to have content, because you don't want to be posting like trash content. You want to have the content. So maybe at first you only have good quality content to post 1 time a day. That's fine. Post 1 time a day and make those some pop-in posts. Like they need to be really good posts. But don't just be posting just to get your post out. Um, so that's the next thing I learned, is you have to be consistent. The third thing that I learned is, and I'm just kind of, I didn't write none of this down, I'm just kind of thinking about it. The next thing that I learned is you have to engage. Okay, Instagram is not a platform. No social media is a platform, none, that you can just put what you want to put and all these people are just randomly supposed to come. That's not how it works. You have to engage. So y'all, it's a lot. So if you ain't ready to put in the work, just go ahead and click off this video, because social media is not going to be a way that you want to make money unless you're wanting to put a whole bunch of money into ads, and you don't have to do all of this. But if you want to grow a platform on social media, specifically Instagram, you gotta do the work. It's just that simple. So I learned that you had to engage. I couldn't just post and then go MIA and come back and post again and go MIA. Like, I had to, engage with the people that I'm following. I had to go engage with people that I thought would be interested in my products. So I would go to like competitors' pages and interact with their followers. Yeah, y'all, it's kind of sneaky, but go to like, your big competitors and start interacting with like the people that are following them, that are interacting with those pages. I would go into hashtags that were relevant to what I was doing, and I would interact with people posting with those hashtags and people commenting on those posts with the hashtags. So I would do that, and that is probably that was a lot. That was hard to be consistent with. But when I did that, I got a lot more traction to my page. A lot more people started following me, which is what you want, right? So, so after I realized, like, the engagement was super, super key if you wanted to grow, the next thing that I learned was how to really develop like a brand and like an aesthetic for my page. So, I started being consistent with like my colors, my color scheme. I started being more consistent with like the type of fonts I was using. So that was a big thing, and that was attractive to people who came to my page. They was like, oh, she has a really nice, cute page, like, I'm gonna follow her. So that was important, because you want, when people come, it's one thing, for people to come to your page, but you want them to stay on your page. You want them to start following you and interacting with your page. So that was a big thing, is developing that aesthetic and all of that. And then next, the next thing I learned was how to create captions. I ended up paying for a course on this because I knew how important it was, and I really didn't know how to do it. And so, and I'm not about to get into all of this on this video, but I'm just letting you know, if you're just writing a caption like shop with me, or just basic captions, it's not going to cut it. It's not going to cut it. You need captions that are going to entice people. And so basically, like, it was kind of two-folded. I learned like different types of content to create, and then I learned like how to create captions for different type of content. Okay. It's a lot, y'all. It's a lot. So the type of content, you don't just want to post promote. You want to post, different pillars of content. So, yeah, you want to promote, but you also want to, maybe, like, for me, I'll just use my page as an example. So for me, I have my promotion content. It's very clear if I post, a picture of my product or something like that. Like, I'm trying to sell y'all something. Like y'all need to go check this product out. But I also have content that is very inspirational, that, you know, resonate with people, that people, you know, are likely to comment on or share. So, you know, I post a lot of inspirational content because of the type of business that I have. I have a natural beauty and skincare product business. So because of that, a lot of content that I post is educational. I want to educate my audience on why these products are so beneficial and why you should be using them, versus just like, you know, some random drugstore products or even products that you buy at Ulta that have like a ton of toxic, like harmful ingredients. Like, I want to educate my people on the ingredients, the benefits, like all of that. And so that's another type of content that I post. And then last but not least, I post I post engaging content. So I like my audience to engage with me. So it'll be like, do y'all prefer this or that? Like for Valentine's Day, I did like a, do you prefer chocolate covered strawberries or roses? And then I do different like engaging content, like, do you prefer a spa, or, you know, do you prefer a spa or a bath, or, you know, just different things that people are likely to comment to say, you know, their opinion or whatever it is they prefer. Like they love to say like what they want. So I post a lot of engaging pieces as well, just to get my audience engaged and give me a chance to interact with them. And then last but not least, I post like entertaining posts as well. So I'll create like different memes or different, like, you know, gifts and stuff like that. Sometimes I'll make like a Twitter post that's kind of funny and I'll post that. So you really want to diversify the content that you're posting so that it doesn't get like repetitive, and, you know, you don't always want to be trying to sell. And so I learned that. And then I also, like I said, took a course to learn how to create captions. And so I can put in the comments like who I use. I'm not about to try to, you know, give y'all all the information because she needs her coins. She needs her coins because she knows what she's doing. So I'll post in the comments like the course that I purchased. It was, I don't know how much it was now. I got it like the early bird, so it was on like $47, but I'm sure it's went up quite a bit. But yeah, I'll try to remember to drop that for y'all. But yeah, definitely knowing how to create captions that are, you know, will engage your audience. Like I said, if you're just posting basic captions, like there's different pieces that a caption needs in order to be like a, you know, to maximize your captions. Like if, like I remember when I was just posting like basic stuff, nobody was saying nothing, nobody was commenting. They might like it, but it was, I've noticed a drastic difference in my engagement when I started paying attention to like the type of content I was posting and making sure that the captions were there. In addition to captions, I started really paying attention to hashtags I was using. So when I first started out, I didn't really know nothing about hashtags. I was just using whatever hashtags I thought of. But you really want to make sure that you're using hashtags that are relevant to your business and that also do not have a ton of, you don't want to be using hashtags that have a million people following that hashtag. Like your post is hardly ever going to get seen, and it's not going to stay at the top of that hashtag for very long because you have all these other people using that same hashtag. So you really want to focus on hashtags that are relevant and that don't have a super large following. So like I was using hashtags with, you know, maybe 10 to 50K following. Then I'd use some with, you know, under 250, and then I'd use some like up to 500, but not a whole bunch up to 500. And then I may use like one or two with like a million maybe. you really want to like diversify those. And it's really just trial and error, y'all. It's trial and error. I used this program. I didn't know about it in the beginning, but I found out about it. It's called Hashtag Expert, and it's an app. I don't know if they have a free version. I think I paid for it. It was very valuable though. Like you could type in like if you are doing like skincare or lip gloss or hair or whatever, fitness, whatever your niche is, you could just type in like a word and then it would generate like a whole bunch of hashtags, and you can get more specific, like you know, whatever word, whatever hashtag like you want to base it off of. But like if you type in skincare, it's gonna give you like a whole bunch, and then it'll show you like how many people are following that hashtag. Or you could type in like natural skincare, and that'll narrow it down even more, and so you'll get more like niche down in that hashtag and probably get like a smaller following of people, if that makes sense. So that was something else that I learned, is hashtags are super 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 important for people to find you, right? It's not just if people can't find you, they can't follow you. So you really want to make sure like you're positioning your page in front of the right people um in order for them to find you and follow you. So I did that. I'd also spent a lot of time like with my bio and making sure like my bio was like in line. And y'all can go to my page and like see examples. Like I'm telling y'all exactly what I do. um I've spent, you know, I've changed my bio several times, and right now like I'm pretty happy with it. um it just says like natural beauty and skincare, and then like in my bio it says like helping women discover natural products. It has like a little blurb about um the qualities of my products, so like 100% natural, uh cruelty free, and like simple ingredients, I think is what it's at right now. And then I have like the type of payment options I accept, and then I have a link for people to click on. Right now I'm promoting like my self-care calendar, so I have like free self-care calendar, and then you click the link, and then it'll take you to a page of links that you can click on to get the calendar. So if y'all want to reference my Instagram page, you don't have to follow me if you don't want to, but it would be nice if you did. But if y'all want to follow me or check out my page just to see like what I'm talking about. So that's the next thing that I learned. And once I learned that, I saw a huge increase in my engagement. Another thing that I started doing is when Reels came out, I was repurposing my TikToks in the form of Reels. I don't think you can do that anymore. Instagram just came out with a new thing saying like they won't promote any Reels that have the TikTok like watermark on it. So you just have to get creative and start actually using the Reels feature. I didn't use it because I couldn't get music because I have a business account, but I'm gonna have to find a workaround. And once I find a workaround, I'll let y'all know. But I don't know if it's a matter of just like having some music playing in the background or what, but definitely, whether it's changed or not, you definitely want to still utilize Reels. It kind of sucks because I have a bunch of TikTok videos that I was going to repurpose that I don't even know if it makes sense anymore. But Reels, I definitely utilize Reels. I've been utilizing IGTV more, so just making longer videos and posting, like that gets a lot of views. I've noticed those are doing pretty well. And so another thing, you know, you can start going live. I've started going live more. I really don't have a lot of people in my lives, but oh well. I mean, I wish there was more people in the lives, but it's just a matter of like, hey, I'm showing up, I'm doing this, I'm trying to engage with y'all, and as my following grows, more people will come in the lives. But you gotta start somewhere, y'all. Okay, so those are things that like, that was kind of like my journey of how I really learned Instagram. And I did this from watching YouTube videos, I follow people on Instagram that was like IG marketing specialists. So I'll drop the two people that I learned a lot from, and I'll let y'all know which person is the one that I purchased her courses for, like captions and stuff like that, just so y'all can. They both have courses and stuff, but like I purchased one that I would definitely recommend. Like, it was totally worth every dollar. So I'll do that. Okay, so in addition to all of that, I know y'all, it's a lot. In addition to all of that, some other things that helped me grow my Instagram account. Okay, as I mentioned from the beginning, I had 0 followers when I first started, and the first followers that I had was just like people that I knew. And so what I did is, initially I was in a bunch of like Facebook groups, and they were like a bunch of like follow trains and stuff like that. Y'all, it was like, drop your Instagram, and you know, it would be like, this is my Instagram, it's over 10,000 people in this group, you should have 10,000 followers, follow me, I'll follow you back. I was like, oh great, this is great, yes, I'm gonna do this. Y'all, I built my Instagram to probably like 1,000. I probably built it to like 1,000 doing that. Some of it was just organic, and some of it was from, I would say over half of it was from these groups. It built my account. However, a lot of the people that were following me were not engaging with me, and they were not my target audience, which meant they were not buying anything. Now, some people were, but most of the people were not. So I was like, this is hurting me. This is hurting me. And so I stopped. And it was at that point that I realized that it meant more to me to have people who wanted to follow me for you know, learning about natural products, and like learning my brand and seeing like what I have to offer. It was way more important to me to have people that wanted to be there versus people that were just there so they could get another follow. And those people weren't even active, really. Like, I would say half of the people that were in these groups, they were just like trying to get a follow, not like really understanding the dynamics of Instagram. So I stopped doing that. But that is, I want to be transparent with y'all. I want y'all to know what's going on. And so that is what happened in the very beginning. Now, since probably like around 1,000 or so, I stopped doing that, and I just generally like started doing it just like off organic growth. Ooh, sorry y'all, I'm getting sleepy. Some things that also helped build my account is I did do giveaways, and when I did the giveaways, sometimes like I boosted the post. So I don't recommend boosting posts if you're trying to get sales. That's not what the boost is there for. That's a waste of money. If you're doing the little clicking the promote button, thinking that a whole bunch of people are about to buy some products for you, you should probably look into like Facebook ads and like all of that, because that's not what you're gonna get. Like the boost is really to drive traffic to your Instagram. It's not really to get sales. So I recommend doing the boost or the promote, you know, a little blue button. I recommend doing that if you're trying to get a whole bunch of eyes on like this fire photo that you got. I recommend doing it for maybe something like that. Granted, you probably not gonna get any sales off of it, but maybe, you know, people be like, ooh, that's a fire picture, I'm about to go to her page, I'm about to see what she has, I'm about to follow her. Or like giveaways, you can boost those just to get more eyes on it, to get more entries to grow your page. I've done that, and that's worked. You have to be careful about the language that you use though, otherwise you're it'll get denied. So I think you have to put something on there about like, this post is not sponsored by Instagram. You just have to be careful with how you word it, because if you put like an age limit on there and stuff like that, like, it'll get denied. It has to be pretty basic. And I think, you know, just to be on the safe side, you could put like, you know, this post is not sponsored by Instagram, or this giveaway is not sponsored by Instagram, just to be safe. But I've done that. That's helped. Some giveaways that I've ran, I've boosted it. Some I haven't. Obviously, you get a lot more entries and a lot more followers if you boost. That's just how it is. Let me see what else I've done. In the beginning, I had a brand ambassador program. I don't have that anymore, just because I just found I was putting in a lot more of my efforts and time into it, and I had one person that, you know, was very successful at it, but it just wasn't worth it anymore to like continue it on and invest the time in it. But the brand ambassador program, I did that, and that got a lot of traffic to my page, just because, you know, people who were already interested in like my type of products, they wanted to be an ambassador for you know, my business. And so that went pretty well. But like I said, I feel like you have to have a conversation with yourself to be like, is this something I want to dive into? Like, will this be beneficial to my business? Because it does require a lot of time, especially on the front end, like get everything set up. And then, you know, you have to follow up with people, and I don't know, maybe in the future I'll do it again, but it wasn't really beneficial after a while, for the amount of time that I was putting into it. And then let's see what else. Yeah, so hopefully y'all was able to take notes on all of this. I would say, oh, in addition to like doing my own giveaways, I partnered with some other businesses for Christmas, and we did like a small business giveaway, and that went over very, very well. One, because you're able to offer more because you're like partner with other people, and it worked very well because we were all able to like chip in on the expense of boosting the post. And so it all went like very, very well. And then like once we selected the winner, we individually shipped out all the products to the person. I will definitely do that again. That went very, very well. So I grew it that way. But I mean, other than that, y'all, other than like the few giveaways that I did, really it's just, you know, all the things that I learned throughout my Instagram journey, putting all those things into place and being consistent and doing it over and over and over again, showing up, you know, knowing that, you know, I'm providing value, and you know, just continuing that over and over again, and continuing to create like good content, and just, you know, showing up and being present. That is what has really grown my account, and it's grown it to like 3,200, a little over 3,200 people, I think. And you know, the followers that I've been getting are people who are actually like interested in what I have to say and what I have to offer. And most of the people who shop with me come from Instagram. So because I have set my Instagram up and put in the work, because it's work, it's a lot of work. I have put in the work, and I have invested myself into learning Instagram and learning, you know, what you have to do and able to be successful, because I've done that like 50, I think in Shopify or something, it's like 50 something percent of the traffic to my website, I think, something like that. Let me look in here because it's pulled up right here. Ooh, y'all, I'm getting sleepy. Yeah, so it says like because because I put in all this work and everything, like most of my sales come from Instagram and Facebook. I only know so many people. Like I have to get my business to people. Excuse me, y'all. My husband's looking at me. Um, but you only know so many people. Like if you want your business to explode, like you got to get it in front of people that don't know you. And so that's what I've used Instagram for. And then in addition to that, like I have dabbled in Facebook ads, and I can do a brief video on that. I'm not a Facebook ads expert, but I have learned quite a bit. And I do not recommend running any Facebook ads if you don't know what you're doing, because you're going to waste your money. So in addition to all of that, I have started running more Facebook ads. But yeah, a lot of, like when people shop with me, if you have Shopify, like you'll see that you can see like where their session came from. Like, did it come from Facebook? Did it come from Instagram? Did it come from Google? Like, where did they like initiate their, how did they get to your website? And most of the people who purchase with me that I don't know, they all come from Instagram. And it's because I have spent so much time, I've dedicated so much time and really invested in learning this platform so that I can convert people that follow me. That's just what it is. Like, that's just what it is. And so if you are wanting to use social media, whether that be Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever social media platform it is that you use, you really need to figure out how the platform works and figure out like what it's going to take for you to be successful on the app. And it's not gonna be no light work duty. Like, it's whatever platform you choose, you got to be prepared, because whether it's Instagram, whether it's Facebook, whatever it's TikTok, they all require different things. You just need to figure out like what those things are. And I'm just speaking on Instagram because this is what I've used to really like grow my business and my brand. So anyways, I'm not gonna say a whole bunch more about it, y'all. If y'all have any questions, please drop them in the comments. If y'all want to learn about anything else, I think this is my last video for today because I'm getting sleepy and I need to eat. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here. Go ahead and subscribe so that you don't miss out in any more of these videos. And I will see y'all next time. Hopefully once my arm heals, I'll be able to do more like, like show y'all how I pack my stuff, show y'all, just like the process of like what I do. And I'll be able to share more about if y'all are interested in like, wholesalers that I use and stuff like that. Like, I'll be able to like dive more into that. But yeah, this is my little spiel on Instagram. I hope y'all found value, and yeah, if you put in the work, you definitely gonna see the results. So bye y'all.